That's fine. I'm just gonna give me one sec, guys. Pulling up a few links here. And I want to be able to share with all my homies. You already know. You already know. How's everyone doing today? Drop some likes, comments, show us some love. But to talk to you guys about automation and some of the tools. Handy dandy tools, guys. Wait for a few more people to get in here, and then we'll start. Let's kick it off strong. See if I could share from here too. Invite some friends. Let's go.
Hope you guys are excited.
You. All right. Well, let's jump right into it. I'm going to start off, and we're going to talk about the first tool, which is ActiveCampaign.
Hey guys, if you guys are not using ActiveCampaign or some kind of CRM to keep track of all your leads, you are giving yourself a huge headache. This thing actually makes our lives so much easier. I'm going to go over just a few things. I mean, obviously this program has a whole bunch of different functions, but I'm just going to go over a couple of the ones that I think people would really, really benefit from using. There are other programs like this, like, if you're using ClickFunnels and you have the biggest package, you might have Actionetics. Never really used Actionetics, so I don't know how similar it is. But I've heard that mostly functionality-wise, it's pretty similar. It probably looks very different, but pretty much does the same thing. So hopefully this will be able to kind of translate over for anybody who's using that program or a different CRM. Hopefully you guys can kind of see some different stuff. But I'm going to start off just right here in lists, right? So this basically what we do here is we will run a campaign for a client, and we'll drive traffic to a landing page. And as that person opts in, they are going into one of these lists. For example, we did our webinar, and this was how many emails we got of people. So people's email came into this list, and then we sent them a bunch of follow-up emails, to get them to sign up for our webinar. And hopefully a lot of you guys came to the webinar and enjoyed it. And I think we might be doing another one next week. So I hope you guys are excited for that too. Might have just dropped that a little prematurely, but I hope get you guys a little excited about that too. That's kind of, this is pretty easy. You're kind of just going to integrate your account with, your ClickFunnels or whatever. If you're using WordPress, I'm pretty sure that ActiveCampaign integrates with WordPress as well. Or any other, landing page designer that you're using, or if you're just a straight Java coder, I'm pretty sure that you can embed a script for ActiveCampaign into your website so that you could use the CRM as well. Really cool. And basically you're just getting people, you're going to create a list, and then you're going to get people to opt into these lists. And what you're going to do is you're going to attach this list to an automation. So I'm going to show you guys an example of an automation that we set up for one of our clients, Tax Analyzer Express. If you are a mortgage broker or some kind of loan officer, you should definitely go check these guys out. They have a really cool app out for that industry. And basically what we have here is we're getting the people who subscribe to this list. As soon as they're subscribing in, they're coming into this automation. So the second they subscribe, for this guy's app, we're getting notified. He's getting notified, and you, or the consumer, is going to be getting a thank you email, right? And, it's just an email saying thank you. Basically this was to get people to download an app. So we were saying thank you for downloading the app and signing up and making an account. And here's some cool features of the app to check out. And, just a little bit of value, saying hi, giving them some information, get them started, that kind of stuff. And then we also have some text message automation in there as well. One going out to our clients so that he gets a text saying, hey, somebody just signed up. And I'm sure it's, it's just like when you own a Shopify store and you get that cha-ching, that's his cha-ching, he sees another lead came in. He's like, cha-ching. And then we got, some waiting time in between emails, because we don't want to just spam people with, 10 emails in one day. We want to kind of spread it out. So we're spreading things out, and we're giving all these different emails and scheduling them out. And we set this all up right before we start a campaign, and it just happens. Once the campaign is launched, as people are opting into the campaign, they're getting opted into this automation of an email sequence. And we did this all at the beginning of the campaign, and we get to sit back until the campaign is done. And then we're going to maybe, go into another part of this, which is campaigns. And so I just want to clarify the difference between your automation and your campaign. Your automation is that kind of initial sequence that people are going to go through as they're opting into the list. A campaign, slightly different, is going to be, similar. It's going to be an email drip list, but it's going to be for, a list that's already kind of been completed, right? So not necessarily always the case, but let's say, we finished this campaign for Tax Analyzer, and we say, we're happy with the amount of that people are getting some kind of, taking the action that you want them to take. And then, you're going to have your emails with whatever call to action, dropping more value, whatever you really want to do, however has been working for you. That's how you're going to set this up. So the next one I want to talk about, because that's kind of all I'm going to go over for Active Campaign. There's a whole bunch of other things, like I said, but I think those are kind of the real bread and butter. Get yourself started with that, and as you learn about those, you can really go in and learn about the other functions in Active Campaign. Because, like I said, it's a CRM with a whole bunch of cool functions, but those are kind of just the basics to get you kind of started and comfortable. The other one I want to talk about is Canva. This is not so much an automation as it is a tool that is really, really good. Personally, I do a lot of the creatives for our ad campaigns because I use the Adobe suite. So I'm really comfortable with Photoshop and Illustrator and InDesign. And, I'm really comfortable with those. And Pierce, on the other hand, is not so familiar with those programs. So if I'm busy and I can't make a graphic for whatever reason, then Pierce is going to hop on Canva and he's going to make a graphic. And it's really cool because it kind of gives you all these templates to work with of different sizes. So it knows that a Facebook post or, a Facebook cover photo or a Facebook ad is going to, have certain measurements. Canva already knows about that, and they have those preset for you, which is really, really cool, right? And it's really easy to use. I'm just going to use an example. I'm going to go and make an ad example, right? So I click on that template, and now I have a blank canvas to make my ad on. And what's really cool is I can search for specific, images right inside of Canva. It's not like I have to go to Google and start searching Google and worrying about, is this or all that kind of stuff. I know that if Canva is telling me I could use this photo, I'm allowed to use this photo, right? So let's say, the most common niche out there is dentist, right? So let's find somebody with an awesome smile, right? So let's type in smile. Well, got a lot of emojis kind of looking pictures. So maybe that wasn't, maybe we're getting into some good ones now. So I kind of like this one right here. Right? So it's actually not a free photo because Canva does have some photos that you got to pay for. So maybe I'll grab one that doesn't have a watermark on it. That's not tweet. Where we got a free one? Here, how about this one? I like this because we can be playful with her smile, right? So the photo is not the best size, but we're going to make it work anyway. Right? So nobody likes to hide their smile, right? Everybody wants to have a cool smile. So we're going to throw some text in there, and we're going to say, throw a nice heading in there. Oh, why is this not? There we go. And we're going to say, don't be embarrassed. Spelling is not the greatest. Embarrassed by your smile, right? And maybe I want to format so that it's not blocking out everything, and I'm going to put caps on all my words so it looks like a headline. And we all know we don't want to have too much wording in our ads because that is something that Facebook recently changed. So, we're just going to have this, and then I'm going to put a little bit easier to see. And if I wanted to change, the color of the font, I have that option up here. There's different font types. I could change the size. I could do all that kind of stuff. So I have all these kind of different options in here. And this is you're not the most savvy person on Photoshop or in the Adobe suites or any kind of just photo editing software. I mean, look how fast I just did that in front of you guys. Really cool. So that's just another example. I'm going to hand it back over to Pearson. He's going to go over some other examples of tools and automations that you guys could use to really, make your life and your business a lot easier.
Canva is actually amazing. So if you guys are not using it, I highly suggest, if you're struggling to find, pictures for your ads, and if you want to put, some text in your ads, you want to throw in your customer's logo in the ad as well, Canva is a really great way to do it, and you can do it really quickly. You don't need to know how to code. You don't need to know how to use Photoshop, any of that good stuff. So Canva's sweet. Definitely check that out. These are all free tools, by the way. We're going to pop over to Zapier. So a lot of you guys probably know what Zapier does. It's basically a program that allows you to connect two different softwares together. So here's an example. Say I'm running a Facebook lead form ad, right? So this ad isn't directing anyone to a landing page. It's saying, hey, if you click this button, a form is going to pop down below your screen, whether you're on mobile or your desktop, and it's going to ask you a few questions to fill out the lead ad. That's why they call it the lead form ad, right? If I want to collect this person's information without having to go back into Facebook, download the lead form every time a new lead comes in, what I can do is create a Zap, and I can connect it with Google Sheet, for example, or I can connect it with Gmail. And what's going to happen if I scroll down here, see, look how it says send emails, Facebook lead ad. So every time a new lead ad came in from Facebook, you can send it to your Gmail so you get a notification. Not only that, you can also use Google Sheet. So anytime a new lead comes in, it'll automatically get updated into a Google Sheet without you having to manually go and update, this Google Sheet every time a lead comes in. So number one, it saves you a bunch of time, and, it saves you a headache to have to manually go in and, upload them into Google Sheet. Or say you want to send a notification to your client and you don't have Active Campaign, you can then just use Zapier and create it as Zap right then and there to go ahead and do that for you. So I'll show you guys some of the Zaps that I got going here. And you can kind of walk through. So here's like the one I was telling you about for this one. We're doing from Active Campaign automatically into a Google Sheet. So if I click on this, this is how it actually looks like in the back end of Zapier. So here's the trigger right here. If a new contact is added to a list, so remember back when Adam was talking about list over here in Active Campaigns, when a new contact is triggered and adding to a list, we're basically saying, hey, Zapier, that's the trigger we want you to, turn on when that action happens. So then from there, we just go in, we pick what software we want to use. So you can use ClickFunnels, Google, Wufoo, any lead. And then you can go in, contacts, what you want to do. So in this case, new contact added to list. Then we pick the list we pick our account. Then we go over and we pick the actual list right here. So in this case, it's the worry-free ebook that we're giving away for one of our advisor clients, right? It will pull up some samples for you, and then boom, you just say, hey, what Google Sheet do you want it in? Here's the spreadsheet here. And then what kind of sheet does it want to go in? And then you can just see the template. And if I open it up, anytime a new lead comes in, it's automatically going to go in. So see how it's going to this spreadsheet, Pelican Wealth, retire worry free. And here's the worksheet, worry free. Here's the email, first name, last name, continue, boom, your setup. So every time a new lead comes in, it's automatically going to do that. And guys, there's literally so many zaps you can do. Like if I just scroll through here, look, there's MailChimp, Google Calendar, Trello, Instagram, Facebook pages, ActiveCampaign, Asana, HubSpot, ClickFunnels, Google Forms, Stripe, Evernote, Salesforce, Wufoo. I could literally go through this for days, guys. Google Docs, Excel. Like, it's crazy. PayPal. Like, you don't understand. Like, GoToWebinar. You can literally zap and literally make yourself so much easier. So instead of hiring an employee, create a zap, and it's going to take away whatever job that employee had to do. You're going to save a bunch of money. It's free. Or you can go and get the upgraded version, the starter plan. I think it's like $20 a month, and you can get 1,000 tasks, guys. 1,000 tasks, which is awesome. So I know there's crazy amounts you can do with Zapier. I don't want to get too in depth with it here. Go around, play with it, figure it out, and Zapier will literally make your life easier. As you can see back in my Zaps, I use it for a lot of things, right? So next tool we're going to talk about is actually a really exciting tool. And if you guys watched our LinkedIn lead generation webinar, then you're going to notice we mentioned this tool a few times. All right. And what I mean by this, guys, it's basically the same thing as Duck Soup, but I can actually go in the back end and show you here. So you get a little better example of, what you're dealing with and what you're looking at, right? So this is an automation tool for LinkedIn. If you're going to use this tool, I suggest you get LinkedIn Premium because you don't want to be flagged on LinkedIn. And if you're paying for LinkedIn, you can do whatever the heck you want. I'm serious. So in this case, I'm going to kind of just show you the back end of the CRM and what you can kind of see here, guys, right? So if I go in here, I can connect. I can see my connection invitation. So this is just a template that anytime I want to connect with someone, it's going to say something. So as you can see, if this bar pops up, it says, "Hey, first name, seems like you got a lot of good stuff going on. Would love to connect and hear more. Cheers." Super generic, super short, straight to the point. Boom. If they connect with me, I can now click over to a follow-up message. So in this case, this one's a follow-up for a roofer because we want to send different messages to different industries. "Hey, first name, thanks for connecting. We'd love to hear more about the contracting industry. Let me know if you're up for a chat. Happy face. Cheers." Guys, super simple, straight to the point. And I can go ahead and just create ad, and I can add another list or another message in here. That's going to be a follow message that I can send to those people. But how it all integrates together, it's not through messages, it's through tags. All right. See how I have all these custom tags right here? So what I can do is add a tag and say I want to go after, let's say I want to go after gyms, right? All I'm going to type in is gym owner right here. Click save. Let it load up. So now anytime, I think it's on the second page here, right there. Now I am going and I'm reaching out to someone on LinkedIn, which I can actually show you real quick if I pull it up so you guys can see a live example. Is I can create tags for people, right? I can tag that person with inside the sales navigation. If you guys have LinkedIn Premium, you can actually tag a person with a certain title. So if I'm trying to go after gym owners here, and type in gym owners, right, we're going to get all these results, right? 12.9 thousand results of people saying, hey, they own a gym in their LinkedIn profile. So that's a lot of people. So we would narrow it down. I'm not going to go over that in this live. I've done it in other videos. And if you guys are in my Facebook group, which you are because that's where I'm going live, you can just check the video tab section. I have a video on how to break down your audience. So pretend we broke it all down. Cool. See how we can start saving these leads and see this button, tag. See that tag button just popped up? I can start, look at this. I can tag people. Gym owner. Boom. Now this guy's tagged as a gym owner. So then if I want to go back into Leonard And guys, with Leonard, we can automatically go through and it'll automatically start tagging people. You don't have to go to every single person and go down and click tag. Leonard will automatically do it. You just have to have, I think, the pro version, which is $20 or $30 a month. I'm not exactly sure. So that will tag it for you. Pop back over to Leonard. You're going to figure out who's tagged, right? And then when I send out a message to somebody, I'm going to make sure I incorporate, okay, send this message to everybody who has this tag, right? Send this message to everybody who has this tag. So I'm not sending random messages. You're a contractor, but he's actually a dentist, right? He's just going to ignore my message. So we want to personalize it and make sure we start adding tags to every single that we go and we search for on LinkedIn. We grab their email or review their profile. However, we're going about targeting these people, right? So that's a cool way to use Meet Leonard. I know I can get way more in depth, but honestly, guys, this live would go forever if I did that. And I still got a few more, hidden gems I want to uncover for you. So here is a tool, that is actually awesome. All right. Check this out. It's called BuzzSumo. All right. A lot of you guys may know about it, but the whole point of this tool is to figure out who your ideal customer is. What kind of posts are relevant, right? What kind of posts are blowing up on Facebook? What have a lot of engagement? What kind of relevance does it have to your audience? So we can go here, and here's an influencer section. So I can enter a topic, a keyword, or username, and start searching through influencers. I think this one is for Twitter, for an example. So say I type in the word pizza, right? Actually found a better one. Pizza blogger. Look at this. Boom. Next thing you know, it's bringing me all these people's profiles who have a pizza blogger, right? If I can go and I find someone with a shitload of Twitter followers, right, that may be someone, here's 2,000, 5,000, 4,000. It's so, I would probably switch to Instagram, but in this case, you find someone with a lot of these followers on Instagram or Twitter, and you can start messaging them and say, hey man, I just opened up a pizza shack and I'm looking for someone to, create a blog about my pizza. Come in, I'll give you a free slice of pizza just so you can write a review about it, right? And then he's obviously going to post it to his Twitter or his blog or his Instagram. And you're going to start getting traffic to your guys' website and to your business, and it's going to start growing, right? So BuzzSumo is a great way to find influencers, but check it out. It's also a great way to figure out what kind of posts are going viral right now. So if I typed in the exact same word, pizza, right? Check this out. This is going to show me in the past year, and we could filter by date, what kind of audience and what kind of, posts are doing great. So this one, very first, May 30th, 2018. Guys, what day does it say? June 13th. That's literally 2 weeks ago. And look how much engagement this has on Facebook. 993,000 people, guys. And look what it is. Study proves eating pizza could help lose weight. What? That's crazy. Eating pizza to lose weight? No way. That's BS. Blah, 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 blah. Look at the engagement, guys. People want to see this shit. Imagine you made an ad and, you just open up a pizza shop and you're like, study proved eating this pizza can help lose your weight. Come in and get 25% off if you've never tried it before or whatever. So I can click on this and I'm going to go over and here's the blog and look what it is. Continue to story. Maybe it may even get me to opt in. Who knows? Boom. So here's the blog. Takes me to it is, how it works according to Men's Health Study proves after 2 weeks of dieting, blah, blah, blah. And you go through it, guys. What are the reasons, right? So go and start creating questions and figure out why, this pizza diet. Look at this pizza diet. The chef loses 101 pounds eating pizza daily, right? So then we go and say, wow, we take this content, we spin it around to what our audience likes. So in this case, if we're trying to sell some sort of something that's pizza related, we're going to target people with ads that relate to why pizza can help lose weight, what type of pizza may help you lose weight, hey, maybe what type of ingredients do you need to use, so on and so forth. So we can just jump back over to here. And guys, look, there's tons of them. Look at this. These are from 3 different websites, and it's literally the exact same thing. Study proves eating could help lose weight. Look at the engagement, 788,000. Guys, that is insane. Disneyland to open Pizza Planet restaurant from Toy Story. Like, what? That is so cool, right? Imagine you created a blog and you talk about the same thing. At the end of the blog, you say, hey, check out a model of how this pizza place may look. And then you're in architecture. And then next thing you know, someone hires you because they want to open up a restaurant or something, and they hire you to design the restaurant, right? There's so many things you guys can do here. I'm just showing you some examples. You can literally type in anything you want. Pizza, type in a domain, type in a keyword, and you're going to figure out, right, what works. If I type in LinkedIn, oops, it's not working there. But you guys get the understanding. I think I got to verify something here. So that's what I was doing. Damn website's making me do that. But you guys got the gist of basically how you can go out and leverage this BuzzSumo site to figure out who your ideal customers, to figure out what kind of content you should be making to engage with your audience. So those are a few automation tools I wanted to share with you guys today. These are some of the ones that, just make our business and our life a lot easier. All of them are free. All right. Yes, free. Yes, there's paid programs for them, but you can start with free. Try them out, test them out. If you like them, then grab them. Right. So check out these tools. And if you guys, got any other tools that I haven't mentioned that you guys love to use, drop them in the comments because I'd love to check them out. I'm always interested in checking out new things. So appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you next Wednesday on the next live. Peace out, squads.